Welcome back to Upper Lusatia, Back to Basics, episode 4, with me, MrSealyp. The bales are unloaded under here. What I'm going to do is have straw bales here, probably put the hay bales to one side here. I've put the bale trailer just there and the forks as well. What we're going to do now is some grass work. I'm going to come back to the field. Actually, I might set one of the lads on it with the plough now. Actually, I do want to get a new plough, but this one will do for the time being, especially if I set one of the lads off and they can get on with it and it kind of doesn't affect me while I'm doing other jobs. What I'm going to do is grab the loading wagon, front mower, and I'm going to go around the mower field. Actually, I'm just thinking as well, let me just check the map. Whole thing's a thinking process. Can these fields be sprayed, or are they just large grass areas? Because if they have boundaries, then I could probably have done with spraying them, but I haven't got anything actually. I'm just thinking I don't have a fertiliser spreader. I've got a seeder, but I haven't even got the money to buy one. That's good. So I'm thinking, grass work. I'm going to do grass, loading wagon, mower, put some into storage, give some to the cows, give some to the sheep. I'm going to do grass, bunker silo, compact it, cover it for fermenting. So I've got silage on hand, which means that what I'm probably going to do is sell the silage bales. I've only got 6 of them, but I usually pay on the seasons and the price for silage is pretty low, especially for bales, but I haven't got seasons on, so I'm going to take them to, I think the barn is the one where you've got the little bridge that goes over the road. It's off in that direction somewhere. So I might try that. So first things first, let's grab the front mower, which is, I believe, where did I leave it? It's around in here. So I didn't leave it, it was already here. Where did the map maker leave it? There we go, just in here. I'm not going to do the front and rear mower, just the front. Now there are different ways of doing this, and you can, you know, if you want to do it, some people mow, then windrow, and then collect. If I'm just doing this literally to put into the bunker silo and into storage to feed the animals, what I'm going to do, that's quite weighty on the front there, that's why I haven't put this on the Massey. I need to get some money together because I want to get a third tractor, which is going to mean one of the episodes coming up I'm going to do a load of field work for other farmers, but I do want to get some of our own stuff kind of going first. So what I'm going to do is, first things first, let's get some grass. And like I say, without seasons on, the grass will regrow fairly quickly, so I can always come back and do more if I need to. I'm not limited to kind of one cut for the year, that type of thing. So it should be okay. I'm going to do the grass field directly opposite the ford. It's closest to the farm, so it kind of makes sense. Right, when I put a much spreader, I put back here. So let's get the front mower on. Excuse me. Every piece of machinery does exactly the same thing. Turn it on. Blades are going underneath. Absolutely. Drop it down. Turn on the forage wagon. Loading wagon. That's on. Drop down that. And let's go. Turning too tight can be a bit of a pain, so I might have to come back and pick up some bits later. Like I say, I don't think there's a field boundary. These are just grass fields. I can't see. Often you can see an edge to it. It's not a massive grass field, so. And then I will need to do some hay at some point, but that's probably not going to be in this episode. If I'm going to be doing this to feed the animals, then do some for silage. If I'm going to go and sell some silage bales as well, just to test that out as well, I doubt very much that I'm going to get a chance to get into doing hay. The other good thing as well is there are loads of grass areas. I mean, you look around a lot of the fields, the grass strips around the fields are quite big, so as well as the fields we own that are grass, there are some as well that are a fair size. And what I could do really is I could plough out one of these grass fields and use it as a field straight off the bat. I do like the fact the textures are different on this map as well. When you cut, you don't get that kind of light yellowy colour. There are some issues with that, in that as you cut, it's all very dark. It's I guess if you cut first, windrow, then came back, it's not as easy to see the windrows. So I suppose that could be an issue. Yeah, I've gone too tight on that, so I've missed all of that grass. I have to come back and get that. Should get a fair bit off this. So I've got 6 silage bales at 4,000 litres each. Sorry, I wasn't trying to work out it didn't take me that long to work out 24,000. My phone was in front of me, was vibrating, and I suddenly thought, have I missed a call, or is my alarm going off, or because I set the timer on it to make sure I don't go over my time limit for each bit I record. I've said it before, for anyone who's interested when they're doing their recording, you can record in various different chunks on PlayStation. I generally, for Guide 2, set it at 30 minutes. If I'm doing a map tour, I do it at 60 minutes. If I'm doing an episode, I set it at 10-minute intervals, simply because it's more manageable and I can remember what I've done in each little bit. Let's just lift that up. Collect the grass, actually. Go right to the edge, kind of. Drop that down. Yeah, because if you do it in 60 minutes, especially when you're doing a Let's Play, when you come back to edit, things like the dog barking, things like someone knocking on the front door, all those kind of things, if you do it a big 60-minute chunk or a 30-minute chunk, remembering where that happened, at what time frame, to go back and edit it out becomes a bit unmanageable. So I just generally find it's easier to do it in smaller chunks than edit them together. That's just how I do it. I'll do it wherever you want. The trick to that, of course, is making the edits between each bit seem seamless, so you don't really tell. That's sort of slightly harder to do, but the more you do it, the better you get at it. When my alarm goes off and I know I've got to kind of hit the record button, that's when I need to stop talking, or I slow down with a piece of machinery, or I stop, or it's where I'm reversing to park, so that when I go into the next section it looks seamless. That's kind of how it works. What is going on? I didn't drop the mower down, so I'm killing the grass. That's brilliant. There you go, see, MrSealyp raw. Too busy chatting and not paying attention to what I'm doing, and it all goes wrong. Right, I'm going to continue till this is full. Once it's full, I'll go. When it's full, I'll be back again. You'll see me again in a minute. And what I'll do is feed the cows, and then we'll feed the sheep. Anything left out of the loading wagon will go into storage, and then I'll finish off this field, and then we'll look at doing one for, like I say, for silage. Right, full load, 21,300 litres. So we'll go in. Shall I fill up here or do it in the other trough? Doesn't really matter, does it? I suppose. Let's do the trough up here. I've already done the one in the barn. This should be this side. Why is that not coming up with an unload symbol? That's weird. Does it need to be straight on or something? Why is that not coming up? Let's try in the barn. So I'm sure they need grass. Let's come up in here. Oh, I don't know. Doesn't matter. Oh, also just wasn't on the trigger. Was that it? Okay, well, what I'm going to do as well, I think as we do, or as I do, jobs for farmers around the map, every time I make a little bit of money, it doesn't matter how much I make, I might buy a cow or buy a sheep. I'm not going to sort of save up and buy 20 at a time. I might gradually increase the herd as I kind of go along. That's just an idea. I might change my mind on that. I don't know really. That's the plan at the moment. Wow, they really didn't take very much still, did they? Okay, let's swing this round. The rest will go into storage. And then we'll go back out. And let's clear up the rest of that field. That will also go into storage. So the next field I pick will do, and it will go into the bunker silo. While the grass cutting is going on, I'm going to grab the plough. Now this is two-wheel drive. I don't know how well it's going to fare with this. I looked at just going to standard, doing a bit of work on it and going to standard, but that was going to cost about 8,500, which would leave us with about 59. Oh, I haven't changed it, have I? That still says dollars. Hang on. Euros. Yeah, so I don't know how well this is going to fare with this. Actually, I'll check the store. Where's ploughs? Because I don't, you know. We've got this one. It says it requires, 120 horsepower. We've only got 100. Right, I know what I'm going to do. Because I was going to do this, and I decided not to, but I am going to. That's quite an unwieldy beast on the back of there. And it's only a 2-metre one. Bear with me a minute. I'm going to head down to the store. I'm going to get a different plough. We've got this grass here as well. Oh yes. Okay, so what's this going to sell for? 13. That's not bad. I'll take that. Absolutely right. We've got 22,000 to play with. But it doesn't matter. We're going to go for a 2-metre one or a 1.9. But they're cheap as chips. And it requires 88 horsepower. That one is a 1.9, requires 80. That one's a 2, requires 88. That's more of a subsoiler, the SD-2. The Lemkin is only a 1 metre. I might go for that, you know, the subsoiler. Yeah, let's get that. So we're a lot smaller on the back of this. I've got the horsepower to pull it with this as well. It's a tiny little thing, but it doesn't matter. One of the lads will do it. I'm going to let them choose from now on. So when they're watching this video, they can argue over who's doing the job. Be Max or Luke. Possibly Roman, he might pop up every now and again, you never know. Let's get this to the field. I need to start branching further afield, as it were. Because we've been working on field 11 quite a lot, this route backwards and forwards. It's going to get a little bit samey, so we're going to need to start looking at, like I say, making a bit of money somehow, doing work for other farmers, silage bales, all that kind of stuff. Let's start off, yeah, we'll start off this side. Whoa, okay. Yeah, the two-wheel drive is not liking this very much. You can see the wheel slip. Every now and again, look, the wheels start to go. This needs to be four-wheel drive. I just don't... Oh, I've got the money now, I suppose, haven't I? It's going to take a while. I'll aim to get on with it for a while. Maybe we'll come back. What I might do in between the loads of grass is possibly then go and sell one silage bale and see what we get for it. If it's worth doing, then take the other 5 up. That's probably not a bad idea. Right, we haven't got much of this field left to do. Field, what number is this one? Field 28. Yeah. Got a tiny little bit left in the middle. This is full. So we'll move on. What I'll do then, I'll grab the bale forks. Let's kind of bounce in from one job to the next. I will complete this one. This will give me about 40,000 litres, thereabouts, of grass in storage. That's fine for the time being. We haven't got many cows, we haven't got many sheep at the moment. We'll need more at some point. But that's the grass side of things done. Then we'll look at the silage situation in a minute. But yeah, I'll just stick a bale on the bale forks. Bale spikes, sorry. And let's head over to the sell point and see. Let's see what we get. I'm curious now. Let's have a look. Where are we? Yeah, there you go. 40,004 litres. Right, we'll come back to that in a minute. Let's just pop that there for a moment. And unhook. The only downside to using this large bale spike is because it's kind of designed for square bales. Getting a round one out of there when you've got 4 prongs on this is going to be a little bit trickier. So I'm going to come in at one side. Or maybe I could take 2, couldn't I suppose? I haven't got the weight on it, but it should be alright. Oh, I'll go and grab the weight as well anyway. Better safe than sorry. Oh, the Massey's got the other one. Okay, now if I remember correctly, we can go... I think we can go this way, can't we? Maybe not. Did I dream that? Maybe I did. Oh, I forgot we've got shelters here as well. Can go this way. That's what I was thinking of. And the road goes underneath. We need to go above, I think. Traffic's all good. Let's see, shall we? I'll be really disappointed if this is rubbish. Oh dear. Come on. We're on 17.3. 2,646 per bale. That's not bad. Oh yeah, if I do a whole field of those. What do you think? On Lone Oak I was getting 763 per bale? That's brilliant. Okay. Well, looks like we'll probably be selling the rest then. And we'll do loose silage. And if we do silage bales again, that'll be to sell. Because it's worth doing on here. It's nice to be able to make money another way. Of late I have been making money doing on, because it's on seasons, doing forestry, because that's worth its weight in gold. At the right time of year, forestry is the way to go. Like I say, it's nice, like I say, going back to basics. Different ways of making money again. Great demands are great, but great demands are a little bit like gambling. They're fine if you've got enough of whatever it is when it's a great demand. It's no different to a gambler. As long as you've put the right bet on when whatever it is comes up, you can make a lot of money. If you haven't, you don't. So it's exactly the same thing. You know, if I get a great demand now on barley, I haven't got any. I've got a tiny little bit. I've got wheat, but I haven't got barley. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I think silage might be the way to go. So I sell the rest of them now. Or do I need to get on with doing the grass work? I suppose I should really get on with doing the grass work. That's a proof of concept, if nothing else. At least I now know, sitting right there, there's another 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11,000 just in those 4 bales. So I think picking a nice one of those fields and do a big old silage bale job at one point. Why did I leave the loading wagons around here, isn't it? Right, okay. So now, bunker silo. Grass we're going to cut, it's going to go into there. Don't know how much we'll get in there in this episode, but we'll get some in. It's a start. Will that hook up? Well, it will with the weight on. Cool. Let's go back and find the mower. So what I'll do then, we'll finish off this field 28, then we'll come back across the ford. I don't think I can get to it, no, because the river's there, isn't it? So I've got to come across the ford, haven't I? And then go and do that field just there, and all the grass that comes off that will go into the bunker silo. 24,000 litres, which is just over what this holds, equates to 6 bales, so a few loads of that. And we're looking good. Okay. Look that back up. Turn that back on. Right, I'm going to finish this one off camera, and then we'll get over onto the other one. You'll see me again with another full load, and that'll be when I'm putting something into the bunker silo, I hope. Because at the end of the day, cutting grass is cutting grass. Once you've seen it, it's no different in any field you do it. I've grabbed the Massey Ferguson back very, very quickly. Now we've sold those bales, we have got enough to do the work on it. So let's quickly customise. Two-wheel drive standard is 8,000. PLT rim doesn't matter. Wide tyres 9,200. That's going to give me the most traction. Twin wheels. Ooh. Should we go twins for doing the ploughing? 9,700. It's a big chunk of money, but oh, look at that. That looks cool. Okay. Let's get it back over there. And hopefully we won't get any wheel slip now. That looks fantastic. Oh, that's so much better. No wheel slip, no nonsense. Straight on with it. Although there's a bit this side. This side there's not. At all. Oh yeah, we've got the other side spinning. I don't know. Well, hopefully it's something better than it was. It looks awesome, so I'm not knocking it. First load going into the bunker silo. It's a drive-through one, which makes life a little bit easier. I think I'll just go straight down the middle first of all. Doesn't make a lot of difference. I don't want to do. That was a mistake. It hasn't anything to do with it. You get that sometimes, doesn't it? Why? Right, well, that's not how it was supposed to go, but never mind. I'll just have to scoop the stuff that come out the front. I normally prefer to go in a little bit first before I start unloading, but I wasn't far enough in. So what I've got to do now is compact it all. Yeah, that's way too much at the front. That's all going to stick out. Just come back and sort that, because that's going to irritate me if nothing else. Got a huge lump right at the front there. But generally speaking, I've always just used a tractor, or I use a telehandler, or I use a forage harvester, whatever I'm using to compact it. I know you can use, there are so many different silage levelers and compactors, and someone did message me a while back and say that one of the best ones, what was it now? I can't even remember what category it was in now. What would it have been in? Don't know. It's completely gone out of my mind. Oh, levelers, I suppose. Huh. Yeah, it wasn't one of those. It was more of a roller. So I don't think it came under like the cultivating stuff. I'm not sure, but anyway, there was one. It was supposed to be fantastic. It was a modded one. I might have to have a look, because it might be worth trying something like that. I don't usually bother, but why not? Give it a go. Try something a bit different. Okay, here's where we stand. With this load going in, we're going to have about 149,000 litres, I think. I've deliberately haven't compacted anything for a little while. I hope this is going to unload in here properly. Let's unload this. Come on, keep going, keep going. Yeah, there you go, 148,894. Just under 149,000 litres. That's going to equate to about 37.5 bales or something like that, 37. Because I've got 22 straw there, plus, how many I've got in the corner here? Is it 6? Well, I've got left straw. 6, 7. That's 29. I'm going to be selling the silage bales there, so I needed to make sure I had enough, allowing for if I was doing total mixed ration. So that's fine. What I'm going to do though is leave this to one side, because I remembered what the piece of equipment was, and it was the Holaras. It's a Holaras Stego 285 Pro Sideshift, I think it was called. It's a bit of a mouthful, but it's this thing here. The ploughing is finished on field 11, so I brought the Massey back, and I've left the twins on because I think going over there is going to be a little bit easier. So this is it. I've leased it. I haven't bought it because I wanted to try it out. I was just curious. I've never used it before, and you have to fill it with water. That's got 735 litres of water in it, so they're like little barrels, I guess, you know. And I don't know. Somebody messaged me, and it was ages ago, saying it's brilliant and it works really, really well. So now, if you don't want to lease one of those and you don't want to buy one of those, MrSealyp's top tip: you can go up and down here with the tractor. I've been on bunker silos with the telehandler and gone round and round and round in circles. Various different bits of equipment. If you've got a harvester handy, grab your harvester, because the harvester weighs more, normally got wider tyres, and I find if you go up and down with the tractor it takes quite a while to compact. Using the harvester compacts it a lot quicker. So what I was doing between each load, I was compacting using the harvester. So you can do that, that works. But I want to give this a go. I'm incredibly curious. Well, I've still got range. Did I leave this one? Yes, I did. So, let's start the Massey up. What I might do is back on first, I think, so I don't get stuck or anything like that. So, first things first is to unfold it. And now I've never really had much luck with the levelers, and I'm just hopeless with them. I'm hoping this is going to make all the difference. We'll see. So, lower it. And then hopefully it just kind of just rolls. And it's just supposed to compact way, way quick. Oh yeah, look how fast that's compacting. 67, 68, 69. If I was just going over that with a tractor, that would be taking ages. So I have to say, 78, this is compacting so fast. I mean, it's not smooth yet by any means, but I have to say I like that a lot. Backing on makes more sense, because then you're going to get a smooth surface with the roller that you can then kind of drive over. There you go, compacted 100% already. That would have taken me ages if it was just a tractor on its own. And even with the harvester, I would have been going backwards and forwards for quite a bit. I've literally just gone up and down, what, 4 times, 5 times? And that's it, done. That, I think, is going to be making it into my list of equipment. If ever I'm going to be doing a bunker silo, the Holaras Stego 285 Pro Sideshift. That's brilliant. Wow. I'm going to go up and down a little bit more just to smooth it out. Not that it makes any difference, it's compacted now. That's it, done. What a bit of kit. So whoever it was ages ago that told me, thank you. Wow. Just got caught. Let's lift that up. Which means we are now ready to blanket the silo. Just under 149,000 litres. That's going to do us alright for a little while. I haven't got a silo that I can put silage in, so when that's fermented I'll be using it from here, or I can take it out and pile it up somewhere, but it seems a bit pointless. And there should be bunker silos at the BJ, so if I want to do a big load I can do a big load up there. So we have got some grass work done. We've fed the cows, we've fed the sheep, We've put a load into the bunker silo. We've sold a couple of silage bales to test the price. I will be selling the rest of those. We have ploughed field 11. That is done. We're not doing too bad. I'm quite happy with that. We need to cultivate field 11. We are going to have to do some hay. I'm going to do some contracts for other farmers, like local jobs around the area. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Another one has flown by very, very quickly. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.